So today I'm going to be doing a whole entire video on my self tanners, and before you guys are probably just like, you don't even look tan at all, it's because I have a window in front of me right here, so it's making me washed out. I like to use natural lighting because I just think it looks the most natural, you know. So it makes me look really pale, but I promise I'm a lot tanner in person. I'm not super tan in person, I just have a little bit more color to me in person. But I'm going to show you guys what I do for my self-tanning. I've been doing it for about 2 to 3 weeks now. It usually started around May. And I'm going to show you guys what I do with my self-tanners and how I apply them and stuff. So I guess we'll get into the video. So I'm going to start out with my favorite self-tanner, which is this thing right here. Now everyone talks about this. It's very talked about product because it's amazing. It's really great. It's the Saint Tropez self-tanning mousse. It's a really good product. That's why everyone loves it. But I wanted to do a more in-depth video on self-tanning. I think self-tanning is a really great way to get color without exposing yourself to the rays. I know a lot of people are really scared of self-tanning and they're just so afraid of doing it, but I would recommend doing it over the summertime when you don't have no school, so you can kind of experiment with it, and I think it's a really great way, and it makes you feel a lot more confident in yourself when you have some color to you. So I just think it's a really great thing to do, and it really helps prevent skin cancer and stuff, so I love self-tanning. So this here, like I said, it's the Saint Tropez self-tan. This stuff is really, really good for beginners, even though it costs around $38. $38. I'll link it down below for you guys, so you can purchase it. I got it from Sephora. It is expensive, but I do really like these products, this product, because it doesn't make you look orange, and that's the biggest problem with drugstore self-tanners, is a lot of them make you look really orange. I've not found one yet that makes me not look orange. If you guys know a really good drugstore self-tanner, definitely leave it down below and help other people out who don't want to spend as much money, but this is my recommendation. What I do is in the nighttime around 6 o'clock at night, whenever I feel like I'm losing my tan or whatever, I will apply this to my skin. What I do is I first take a shower and I exfoliate and shave. You want to make sure you exfoliate. Shaving is a really great way of exfoliating, or just use a loofah or whatever the heck you want to use. Then when you get out, moisturize. Let it sit in your skin for about 10 minutes, and make sure to moisturize especially like your elbows and your knees and those joints there that get really dry, because that's where the self-tanner is going to flake off, and you want to make sure those are moisturized. Once you're done with your moisturizing, then you're going to start applying your tanner. Once you're done doing that, what I do is I just kind of let it sit in for a little while, and you want to wear loose baggy clothes. So let yourself wear some loose baggy clothes, and then I will sleep, and then I'll wake up in the morning. And then in the morning, what I'll do is I'll take a shower, just a rinsing shower. I'll just clean off the extra residue that's kind of sitting on top of my skin, and then when I'm done with that, I will go to school, and that's what I do. The only thing about this is if your body temperature is really warm, or like let's say you are really warm, like your house is warm or it's warm outside, this does tend to smell not bad. It kind of smells like self-tanner, if you know what that smells like. But it does kind of smell like self-tanner for the first day you use it. After the first day you don't smell it anymore. That's just my opinion. I'm not sure if they changed the scent on this. I got this a year ago. So I use a glove to apply this. Now I sadly do not have the glove with me because I always lose my glove, but I purchased it for around $6 at Ulta. That's your best bet, is to go to Ulta or something. Pay for it for about $6, and that's going to be your favorite thing to use. So I use that, and I've tried plastic bags, I've tried my hands, they don't work. The mitt is definitely what you're going to want to use for your self-tanner. So what I do, take the cap off, take the pump, and I pump like half a pump, or sometimes I'll pump a full pump on the glove. And what I'll do is I'll take it and I will put it on my arm, and I'll just go like this in circular motions and just rub it into my skin like this really quickly, and then I'll apply the extra down to the other side of my arm. So as you guys probably know just from knowing this, this side of the arm is always paler than the outside part of your arm. So that's what I do. So I'll just rub it in like this, and then I will apply the rest to over here. And it's a matter how big or small your arm is how much pumps you're going to use. I kind of use like 2 pumps, like one for this half of the arm, one for this half, and also how tan you want to be is also how much you want to use. So that's what I do, and I just rub that in, and it dries in about 25 seconds, 20 seconds, somewhere around there. So it gives you enough time to apply the self-tanner, and it also gives you enough time for it to dry. So that's what I do, and I do that for the rest of my body and stuff. I'll apply it to my stomach and to my legs and stuff. And for like your hands, I get a lot of questions there. What I'll do is I'll take the extra and just go like this up my hand, and that's what I do for that. Same thing with my feet, so it looks natural. And just make sure to get around everywhere, like around your feet. Just make sure that you get like in your toes and stuff, so it's like nicely applied. But I'm going to link a tutorial down below by Makeup by Tiffany D. She did a whole video on this as well, and she also did a tutorial on how she applies it. And I really like the way she did the tutorial, so I'll link that down below so you can see it for yourself. Really great product. And she uses a little less than I do, but this is a good building product. It's also really natural. Got a lot of questions. A lot of people are like, oh, if I'm pale, like really pale, and then I apply this, will it make me really, really, really dark? To be honest, it doesn't make you too dark. It just makes you have a little bit of color to you. Well, you really can't see that much, but it gives just a little bit of color to you. To be honest, some people notice, some people don't notice. It's a matter, I don't know, some people notice it on me, some people don't, but it's a very natural tan. I never got really asked. Nobody's ever told me it looked fake. I think it looks really natural. It's a very, very light color. It just gives you a nice light color, and you won't see it automatically when you apply it because you need the color to build up overnight. So when you apply it and you're like, whoa, this isn't making me tan, it's because you need the color to sit for about 6 to 8 hours, and then you will notice your tan when you wake up in the morning. So that's what's going to happen, and that's what I do. And just make sure not to like rub yourself against anything for the first hour or so, or I wouldn't go to sleep right away. I would definitely do this an hour or two before you go to sleep, and I just like sit down. I don't really like rub up against like anything because it might rip some of the color off. And then in the morning, if you missed a spot or something, you can just go and put the self tanner on in some areas. It's not a big deal. So that's what I do for this. Next, moving on to the product I use for my face. I use this here. It's the Jergens Natural Glow Face Daily Moisturizer. Like I said, just apply it nice and evenly to your face. It builds up after a week or two, so it's gonna take a little bit longer. I've never tried this on my face. I'm kind of scared. This doesn't break me out. It's awesome, and it's SPF 20. And this one is the fair to medium skin tone. They do have a dark, medium to dark skin tone if you are on the darker side. This is really good because it has 2 shades. Or if you want a darker looking tan, you can get the dark one. This one just gives a little bit of color. Nothing really noticeable, just a little color to your face. So I really like this. It's about $8, like I said, at the drugstore. Next, I'm going to move on to 2 products I'm not very fond of. One of them is a very, very popular product, and I was not impressed with it. And it is the Jergens Natural Glow Body Moisturizer. Like I said, really like the face one. Wasn't really impressed with this one. This is the fair to medium skin tones, and this is the revitalizing one. It's supposed to have your color last 2 times longer. I just didn't like it. I just feel like it smells really bad. It smells kind of, oh, I got some on my nose. It smells like caramel and self tanner kind of mixed together. I don't really like caramel, so maybe that's a reason why. Also, the tan just took like 2 weeks to build up, and it just, I don't know. I think what got to me was the smell, to be honest. This is really good. If you can handle the smell, this is a really good thing to apply to keep your tan lasting. Like, people will apply this like once every other week and have this kind of keep it lasting longer. I just really don't like this product. I don't like the smell of it at all. I just think it smells bad, but I'm really picky with smells. Some people think this smells really good. I'm just really picky with the smell of stuff, so this just doesn't smell that amazing. But it just took a while, and I don't know, I wasn't too impressed with it. Then this product here, I just don't like it at all. It's the Jergens Natural Glow 3 Days to Glow Moisturizer. Now, this is the one with the little purple strand that says 3 Days to Glow. It's their express version. This one is supposed to make you tan in 3 days. This one is more like a week or 2 to take. So, this did do what it said. It smells awesome because it's a new formula. Smells really good. And it did take 3 days to glow. By the second day, I was already really, really tan. But the problem with that tan was that it was an orange tan. I naturally have like an orange pigment. When I get tan, I do turn a little bit orangey kind of tinted, which sucks. So I do look a little orange. And then this on top of it makes me look like really orange. I don't really like this very much. Wasn't really impressed with it. Also, the thing about this and the thing about this is that it's a cream. It's like a moisturizer, so you can't really see where you're applying it, which with this you can see where you're applying it. This one you can't see at all. So this was just not a really good product for me. Didn't like the orange. Also, the worst part about it is after 5 or 6 days when it started to peel off a little bit, it left me with blotchy spotches, and it left me with like a pale spot, and then it left me with like a really tan spot, and then I had like pale and tan, and it just looked like I had like some kind of like reptile looking skin. It did not look it at all, and it just looked really weird. It didn't like go off nice and gradually, kind of like some of it like just came right off, and then some of it just like kind of stuck on, which really sucks. And I feel like if I kept using this, I would just turn into like an orange Oompa Loompa looking thing. So I stopped using this. I'm not a big fan of it. I paid $8 for it, and I might want to return it, but I already used a lot of it. I'm not really sure. But it does make you tan, but it just didn't really like the color of it or anything. So that was my self-tanner video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. And these next couple weeks, the video schedules are going to be really weird because I do have final exams, and I do have about 7 or 8 final testings I have to take, and state testings and stuff. It's going to be really stressful for me. So I'm not going to be putting up that creative of videos in the next 2 weeks or so. I'm putting more talking videos up for you guys. I'm really sorry about that, but I want to get something up for all of you. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you have any questions about any of the products that I didn't cover, please let me know down below what your questions are, and follow me on my social media sites. I'll see you guys later. Bye.